What's up, guys? It's Anthony, Distributor Service. Got Donny's truck. We're going to go ahead and get started. I figured I'd make another quick video on it. Just a couple of things that I've seen so far. Man, this freaking flange is horrible. Look at that. Yeah, we got issues. We got issues. Look how wet that is. So, we're gonna see. I'm gonna pull the Y pipe apart. If that Y pipe does not have oil in it, Donnie, we need to think about a turbo. If it does not have oil in it. Because that's pretty freaking wet right there, but we are also blowing oil. So, I don't know. Hopefully, it should be wet on this side. With the failure that we had, it should be wet over there. Because of all the freaking the failure with the lobe, the lifter, valve issue. But it's pretty nasty. It's been nasty for a bit. Donnie, you are studded. So there's $500 you ain't gonna have to spend, right? We are going to need a front cover. I really would like to put a front cover on this. We need one. Let's do it, because hang on. Okay, I had to turn that damn thing down. It's too loud. Front cover. Give us a 100mm coolant pump. Well, there's kind of gouges on it, and it'll change the lower rad hose position. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I honestly would like to. I don't want to put that. I don't know. I don't want to put the coolant pump back on. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I mean, you know, it's. I just don't want to do it. This hose, you know, generally I replace the coolant circulation valve hoses, heater core. You know. Heater core bypass valve, and it wouldn't be a bad time to replace the heater core tube on the back up there too. Generally, I just replace both of them. When the cab's off, replace both of them. That way, you know, I mean, it's so easy. I mean, kind of fairly easy. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I would. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, on you know, Julie's truck's out back. I'll be doing that to her truck too. But, yeah, I mean, I would like to replace both of those. Honestly, how I would like to see it leave is without any coolant filter, a brand new hose right here going back to the heater core line coming over to here. And then, I mean, if you wanted to add a coolant filter, I mean, you know, that's cool. I don't know. I just think I mean, if you're going to really add a coolant filter, we need to put it down here on the bottom, away out of the way, and just put it completely in line. Now that's what I would do if it was my truck and I really, really wanted a coolant filter, which this sucks we can't flush this, but honestly, man, I would run full flow, run it out of here, down to the frame, coolant filter, back up, out, and continue the circuit to the heater core. I mean, that's what I would do. But don't take that as, I mean, I don't know, but because then you know if your filter's clogged up because you lose heat, right? It'll clog up. It clogs up, heat goes away, you have no more heat out of the heater core. Then you know, change coolant filter. Boom, boom, there you go. You know, other than that, if you still have heat, you know, it's still pumping through it, so you don't need to change it. I mean, that's what I would do, full flow. I mean, but, you know, I don't know. I don't understand the dumbass setup that, you know, how you just tie into there and then the heater core flows through. It flows through, and then, but it can go back and flow the other way. I mean, you probably get flow through. I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't done a lot of playing with them, but yeah, we are going to be dumping the intake. Intake's gone. We're going to need new pump. We'll put an 05 pump in it, pump cover. ICP sensor, we'll need valve covers, oil rails. Donnie, if you're looking like Fickum brackets, go ahead and if you can grab some valve covers too, see if you can find some pretty cheap. Sometimes you can find a little gem on either, I mean, even Craigslist or anywhere, you know, eBay, whatever. It don't freaking matter. I've got some back in the back, but you know, it's always a lot easier when we do something like this if you can source them. then, I mean, it's just like, boom, there you go. You can get the absolute cheapest you can find them for, get them here, and then I can act as if they were your parts to begin with. You know, it's pretty cool. But I mean, worst case scenario, we won't wait on anything. I will grab some from back in the back and we'll get them thrown together. But, you know, I figured now we've got a little bit of time. You can do some research and find, I mean, even if you find some 05 to 07 rocker boxes, dude, bring them. I don't give a damn about any of it as long as they're 05 rocker boxes. You know, I mean, hell, that'd be freaking cool. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm just throwing it all out there that if you want to find all that stuff, let's see, the EBP sensor is going to change. ICP sensor is going to change. Sometime the tuning won't, well, we'll see. We'll approach the tuning onto which ICP sensor we need later, because there have on excursions, when we do updates on excursions, we need to put an 03 ICP sensor in the valve cover here, because the 03 strategy is looking for 0.19 volts rather than 0.25. So it fires up like an animal. It's freaking crazy. All American Badass did that. His was that way. We're gonna need an oil cooler. Well, I would like to see, it's actually pretty cheap too. The oil cooler adapter flange up there, you've got right there, you've got a quick connect turbo fitting, which is fine, I mean, I guess, but it's not that expensive. I mean, if we spend the $110 on the adapter plate to make it for a screw on, you also get the solid line up top. Now, I don't normally do the solid line up top, but that is the best. This is the best scenario to do the update for the solid turbo feed line, is when you have a quick connect on the adapter plate, because you buy the adapter plate. It's like 130 bucks or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it's not that much. And when you buy the adapter plate, you also get the solid line. So it's kind of like a 2 update in 1 thing. So, you know, that's absolutely. I mean, I would do that. Heck yeah. Heck with it. What else we got here? I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to check these heads and see how, because it's already been studded. Hopefully we can just skim a little bit off. I've seen quite a few of them where they're once they've been surfaced once, it should not take very much to clean them up again. Really shouldn't. I mean, I've been in this situation before where if they've been surfaced, they generally, honestly, they stay pretty flat. I mean, I believe that they're about out of spec when they're manufactured, and they're doing something in the manufacturing process that causes them to warp before they get bolted to the engine. I mean, I don't know, who knows, but that's all speculation. Doesn't matter, whatever. What else we got? Heck, I don't know. Some of this stuff's pretty dirty. Tensioner seems to be all right, fairly new. Look how new the aluminum on the back looks, fairly decent. We'll clean that up. We just spray off a bunch of the Sinister stuff back in the back. Spray that off, clean it up. Yeah, and I guess we're getting a gearbox, so I mean, I'd be all right. We get a gearbox, and we'll go ahead and throw a pitman arm on it. I always put a new pitman arm on a gearbox. If we're going to get a gearbox, go ahead and buy a pitman arm too, and then, you know, we can always address that later. That would make that easy. At least we'll have a new pitman arm there. You don't have to worry about. Not that it's a solid piece of metal. I mean, you know, a lot of people that say pitman arm went bad, I don't know how, but it's just nice to get a refresh on it. If you're going to put a new gearbox on it, put a new pitman arm. Hell with it. Yeah, fan clutch is broke, and I really, really, really cannot freaking stand it. If people are more careful, they won't break. That right there, the fact that that's broke right there, man, I mean, granted, whatever, but with the caliber of the job we're doing, I would put a Murray fan clutch on it, by far. I'd put a Murray fan clutch on it. Because, I mean, just nothing worse than having that damn thing just, I don't know. I mean, I swear, I mean, you guys might think, I mean, I've owned plenty of these trucks, and I do it on my own. I call it taste of my own medicine. I have had lots of that taste of my own medicine, where if one thing screwed up, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Really do not want to use your up pipe. See that? That stamped out piece of metal right there, how it's flat. Ours has a big flange. Ours is the OEM one. Ours has a flange like that. A bigger flange on the bottom where the cone flange is on the up pipe. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, on mine, hell yeah. Reuse, get rid of that. You have no heat shield. Physically, no heat shield. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I just sat on this and got, look at that, I just put line on it. Damn, it ain't dry. Bummer. It sat all weekend. Maybe we'll have to throw another coat on it or something. But you have no heat shield at all, which is fine, because our Y pipe will wind up putting all our crap on it. So, but no heat shield at all. That's kind of tough on an ICP sensor. ICP sensor looked like it was leaking. It's a little wet. Let's unplug it and see. Oh, god dang, yeah. ICP sensor is soaking wet. So, that'll be a thing of the past. I mean, even if the tuning forces us to have to put the 03 ICP sensor in the valve cover, it happens sometimes. Generally not on F-Series. F-Series should be fine with the 05 ICP sensor, but because of tuning, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because that's ICP sensor swap out on 05 is fairly pain-free. Also, glow plug bracket. Feel free to, Donny, if you want to look and find us a glow plug bracket for an 05. Yeah, valve covers, glow plug bracket, oil rails. I'll do the O-rings in it, so don't even worry about it. Oil rails, glow plug bracket, Fickum brackets. Yeah. Front cover, hell, if you want to find a front cover, but I would really probably rather just buy one, honestly, because you get so many parts with the front cover when you buy it. You get gaskets and all kinds of crap with it. You just get a whole bunch of stuff with it when you buy the front cover. So it's kind of a cost savings. I think they're a lot. I think they're like $400 or something. I don't know, Julie, have to check that. We'll change the engine harness. And we're going to get rid of the EBP sensor on the thermostat. We're going to clean all that up. That's going to be gone. It'll be over on the valve cover. It'll look a lot better. That way, thermostats, you're going to change thermostat every other year probably anyways. You know how hard a thermostat is to do on an 05 and up. You can do it, faster than an oil change. So it's not that big of a deal. A lot of people might be like, oh, I don't want to change my thermostat that much. It's whatever. You don't need to own a diesel then. But they probably last 2 minutes. Sometimes you get a good one in the last 3 years, something like that. Then it starts cooling off. I don't agree with the aftermarket thermostats and all that bullshit. It's just it's not worth the time that you're going to spend, the money that you're going to spend on it. $50 for an aftermarket one. The Ford one's $20. Give me a freaking break. It's $20 thermostat. I don't know. I'm just looking around figured I'd make a quick video before I disassemble it too far, because we're going to break it all down right now. Donnie, I wouldn't mind. Well, yours isn't in that bad of a shape, but normally I take off the insulation on the hood, but yours is not tore up, so it can probably stay. Well, you got a little bit of stuff right there, but it ain't too bad. A lot of times they're all tore up and they look like crap, but then I take them down. The new trucks only have a little piece of insulation on it, and the later 05, 06, 07s had no insulation on it, so that insulation is for noise. That's it. And then it locks heat in. You're in Texas, hell, we might want to take that thing off so we can let the heat get through there and get out of the engine, but it doesn't really matter. Personal preference, it's what I like to do. But what else we got? Hell, I don't know. We'll just do a quick walk around, and oh, look at that, he's already tacked. I'm gonna probably go ahead and weld this all the way. The alignment looked pretty good. It looked fairly decent. Yeah. Don't be mad at me, guys. I mean, it is what it is. It'll be fine. What is this cat doing? And I at least cut it far enough back so it can, if the band clamp pisses anybody off, I mean, it can be welded really easily all the way across. It's not that big of a deal, you know, but the flange looks like shit. I mean, I don't know if you can really see it very well. You really can't. It just looks like shit. It looks nasty. I'll have to clean that way up. But I will weld this. We'll weld this all the way around and then eliminate this clamp altogether. Get it off the truck. Just, I mean, as much room as we can get anywhere, I like to do it. You know, that clamp will serve us no purpose when we weld it. We can weld it and then eliminate it. Hell with it. We are going to do battery cable. Yeah, you're not getting that one back. I would like to do this negative battery cable. The insulation's all gone on it. You can see where it's been rubbing on stuff. It's all chewed through. I'd like to replace that. This one's all right. That one over there seems to be fine. But I would like to replace this one. Just because, I mean, do we have to? No, I mean, we don't have to. I mean, Julie can check a price for you if you want to get with her about it. But there's also wire loom that goes on this. I mean, we could put wire loom on it, but the negative cables just are not that expensive. I think it's only like 30 bucks, which, let me back up. Remember, it's easy for me to suggest stuff when it ain't my money. I know that. I mean, that's disgusting, but we'll ultrasonic clean it, wire brush it, clean it all up. It should look damn near brand new. It should, but what else? Long video. Donnie's up, time to tear him apart. Drive shaft, I don't know. Hopefully drive shaft's all right. I haven't really had time to look at it. We can send the drive shaft off and have inland truck parts completely rebuild it. I mean, it's like $400, but you'll get new carrier bearing, you get all new drive shafts, and they'll cut that balancer ring off. They'll cut that balancer ring right there, cut it out, rebalance it, put all new spicer joints in it, new carrier bearing. It's like $400. We don't have to do it. I just sometimes, you know, while it's in here and it's down, our driveline shop is real freaking good. They know all about that shit. So it's yeah, I mean, if it's something that you might want to have done, then, you know, I mean, drive shaft is on these trucks, on a 14-year-old truck. It is a maintenance item. You know, when you get 14 years old, I don't know, it might have been done, but it doesn't look too old. It's been done probably, but it also does not have spicer U-joints in it. So I put spicers in it without question. Spicers, everything on it. But it don't matter. We don't have to jump on. I mean, anything's a possibility here, but I think I've given enough to think about for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and continue disassembly. Hopefully I get the heads off and get them disassembled and get them in the cleaner, because for me to say the heads are good, it takes about 2 days, honestly. I mean, unless I sit back there and I babysit it the entire time, because I can go to the ultrasonic for 15 minutes, then go to the spray cabinet for 15 minutes, back to the ultrasonic, back and forth, and I can have them done in a couple hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours. But most of the time what I do is I just put them in the ultrasonic and let them sit. You know, let them go. Just let them go in the ultrasonic cleaner for a couple hours, then go in the spray cabinet for an hour, back to the ultrasonic. And then I forget they're in the ultrasonic, and it sits back there for about 6 or 7 hours. You know, that's just how it always happens. So, yeah, I got to get them disassembled, and tonight these heads will be soaking bare castings in the ultrasonic. Hopefully we can get that done. So, damn, 20-minute video. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good day.